Hi YouTubers, it's Fortune Cookie 45 LC coming to you with the topic of PPC shooting. And that was a popular sport competition back in the 1970s and 1980s, and involved shooting at B-27 silhouettes from 7 yards, 15, 25, 35, and 50 yards in various position shooting, and also behind barricades. And PPC was the practical police course that the cops shot, and so civilian shooters were welcome to get into the matches. Well, a custom gunsmith by the name of Bill Davis out of Sacramento became specialist in PPC custom revolvers, high accuracy, high reliability, and a great many of the PPC matches were done with the Bill Davis revolver. So here is one, and it's in a PPC rig that was popular back then, basket weave leather like the cops had, ammo pouches for the speed loaders. And so let's take the Davis revolver out and get a look at this. Now, Bill Davis made them off of Smith & Wessons, usually fixed-sighted revolvers of the Model 10 type or Model 65. Later on, this is a Model 65. And what features on the Bill Davis revolver was a very tuned action job, very smooth double action. A lot of them had the hammer spur ground off because it was double action only. Most of the PPC shooting was done double action. And the Bill Davis revolver featured a custom barrel made by a custom gun maker. I believe this is a Hart barrel, but I'm not quite sure about that. It has 10 grooves. Then there's a underweight, full-length underweight that was heavier than most that you would see in those days. Then the Bill Davis custom sight, which is on a rib, goes on top of the entire revolver. And what this sight had was fully adjustable rear sight, but then it had a adjustable front sight also. Let's get you a good look at that. And what this sight featured was a sliding knob that allowed 3 separate adjustments so that you could zero it for 7 yards and shoot a 7-yard stage. You could put it at 25 yards and shoot a 15 and 25-yard stage, and also a 35-yard stage. And then when you shot the 50-yard prone, you go to 50 yards. And you were zeroed at all ranges, so you wouldn't have to use any kind of Tennessee windage or elevation. So that was an innovation back then. Now, the Davis conversion also featured a locking lug right here, or locking device, that went into the frame so that you would lock the revolver here instead of at the end of the ejector rod. And then of course the locking in the back of the cylinder. So this was built off of a Model 65, and it is the pinned barrel, which means that it was made before 1982. Has the recessed chambers, stainless steel. And give you an idea of the action of a Bill Davis revolver, you could go straight through pull very smoothly, or you could take it back and trip it single action for the longer distances. So That's the Bill Davis revolver. When fired a lot, it had a stop back here made out of rubber, and that had to be replaced every once in a while because it gets squashed when you shoot it so much. And these guns were made to fire wad cutter ammunition like this in speed loaders. And it would hold X-ring accuracy at 50 yards. Very accurate revolver. Put it on a rest and you could shoot X-rings or 10s all day at 50 yards. Bill Davis. Now PPC, oftentimes we would have a board made out of plastic and it had a handle in the center of it. And this board would be level to the ground, and you would carry this thing and it would have ammunition already placed in 6 cylinder groupings, circular groupings. So all you do is take a speed loader and clamp it down onto a 6 cartridge grouping and then lock it, and then you're ready to go. And that board would hold a lot of rounds. So you'd see us go to the matches with these boards with all this ammo on it. Well, YouTubers, let's go to the range and shoot the Bill Davis revolver. So YouTubers, this is what the Bill Davis custom Model 65 Smith & Wesson in 38 Special can do shooting double action. But this range is 40 feet, and actually that's not that good for PPC because you gotta shoot tighter than that at 40 feet. But it's been a long time since PPC's been shot, so that's okay. It's another double action group. Another double action group. So YouTubers, give you a close-up of that Bill Davis revolver. Now, if you want to buy a Bill Davis revolver, they're still around, but you gotta buy on a used market. And every once in a while, you will run into one of these. They'll pop up. Just got done shooting from range, came back, cleaned the gun up, and thought we'd run this video to show you this fine revolver. And you get a chance to get one of these things. They're quite heavy though, but they're very accurate. So YouTubers, take care, and we'll see you in the next video.